In a perfect world where the stars align and everything falls beautifully into place, we'd all have ample time, energy, and the motivation required to absolutely tear through the workouts that are responsible for delivering us the gains we all want to see and feel. Unfortunately, that's seldom the case. Rarely, if ever, in our 40s and beyond, when real life and real life responsibilities hit, do we have the time or burning desire to train the way we all used to when we were in our teens or 20s and chock full of nothing but time, piss, vinegar, and boatloads of testosterone. But lack of time and or motivation doesn't hold a candle to the type of limiting factor that pain or discomfort in our lower backs play in squashing our desire to work out. Let's face it, lower back pain sucks the big one. It's absolutely debilitating and demoralizing when you wake up to a level of stiffness and pain in your lower back that prevents any of the type of movement needed for you to accomplish your own fitness goals. So today, I'm gonna take you through a very simple 5-minute routine that I usually do immediately after a 5 to 10 minute walk and prior to any lifting session that will help loosen up your back and prime your body for the type of lifting capabilities which yield killer gains regardless of your age. Before we do that though, I want to quickly discuss how and why many of us likely have this debilitating low back pain and the simple, time-efficient steps you can take moving forward to prevent it from cock-blocking your progress that you want to see and feel with your workouts. Okay, so from my 20 plus years experience in the strength and conditioning field, working with everybody from team sports to general population, like I'd consider all of us washed up meatheads here, the largest culprit I've seen seems to be what I call on your ass syndrome, otherwise known as prolonged sitting. That's the bad guy here. Hell, some health professionals these days even make wild claims like sitting is the new smoking. Bold claim, but it's hard to argue when it comes to the severe consequences that sitting in a prolonged state can have on your overall quality of life. And the reason is, at least in the context of how it perpetuates low back pain, is how it plays on the muscles that are attached to your pelvis. Here's the metaphor I like to use that'll help you understand what's going on and how it's causing low back pain. I like to think of all of your muscles attached to your pelvis as puppet strings and your pelvis as the puppet. And when you're in a constant state of sitting on your ass, like you typically are at work, in the car on the way home, and on the couch when you make the bad decision that your level of exhaustion supersedes your desire to train, your hip flexors are in a chronically shortened state and pretty much every other muscle surrounding it lies dormant. And what does that do? Well, in conjunction with the negative effect that being in a hunched over position like you typically are at work and how that affects your thoracic spine mobility, you become stiff as a board and incapable of moving fluidly or powerfully in any plane of movement. Rotation, flexion, extension, lateral flexion, any plane. All are compromised when these muscles are pulling in an uneven manner. And when that's the case, especially in a chronic manner like so many people have these days, not only does it increase the likelihood of you experiencing an acute or immediate back injury when training, but it also may lead to overuse injuries or even nerve aggravation from disc shifting. And all of this is only exacerbated by the fact that when you have this combo of uneven pulling and underactivation of muscles, it renders you incapable of seamlessly aligning your core from your diaphragm at the top to your pelvic floor at the bottom into the neutral spine position you want to be in when executing any and all movements. So how do we fix that so lower back pain no longer prevents us from having the desire or ability to train the way we want to? We gotta grease the groove. We gotta lube the joints through a combination of activation and mobility drills that adequately prime us to move better. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with today's 5-minute dynamic warm-up that I'm about to take you through. I'm telling you, if you simply throw this simple warm-up in after a quick 5 to 10 minute walk and before you lift, your lower back pain will immediately dissipate and you'll have one of the best workouts that you've ever had before, completely void of the risk of injury or feeling of pain in your lower back. Hey guys, hopefully this quick 5-minute dynamic warm-up routine helps give you a better picture of how to adequately prepare your body for the stress you want to place it under during your workouts, completely void of the lower back pain you may be dealing with right now. One other measure I'd failed to mention earlier, and I want to share with you right now, that I do with a lot of my one-on-one clients who complain of low back pain and have your typical 9-to-5 job that require them to sit for prolonged periods of time, is to set a timer on their phone to go off every 45 minutes while at work and while in a seated position, and have that alarm be a signal for them to stand up and get into some degree of extension while activating dormant muscles. This can be as simple as doing 10 bodyweight squats, as well as maybe a set of band pull parts to help get you out of a rounded thoracic flexion based position. And that alone will do wonders for your ability to alleviate the low back pain that is caused by anterior pelvic tilt. So there you have it. A few simple things you can do right now to remedy the problems keeping you from putting in the work required to get the results that you want. Now, listen, if you enjoyed today's video and are looking for even more quality content centered around how you can right the ship, feel better, move better, and put yourself in overall a better position to get the best results possible in the strength, size, muscularity, and the fat loss department, then do yourself a favor right now and take the Kettlebell Warrior 30-Day Challenge for free by visiting either the first link you see in the description box or the pin link in the comment section down below. This will break down everything you need to be doing on a daily basis for an entire month on the training and diet front, as well as give you the accountability and mental support from all other members inside the community to help hold your ass to the fire and make consistent winning decisions. Ultimately, everything you need to do to achieve everything that you want from your dedicated workout and diet plan. So to take the challenge for free, visit either one of the links down below and I'll take you directly to the registration page so you can start up today. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. Chandler.